Hey everyone, it's Ken.
Ray, Two Drunk Brothers Garage. Cheers, everyone. Cheers, brother. Real boring day today, guys. Just some general maintenance.
Couple oil changes.
Yeah, Kenny's Escape is telling him it's time, and the plow truck is telling him
it's time.
Yeah, I don't normally let it go that low, but I did a look at my log. It's over 5,000 miles. It's ready. So, gonna do these probably mostly time lapse. So hopefully this is a short video. We'll show you some of the things. Obviously,
everybody should know how to change your oil, but hey, there's somebody that might be new to driving a car that don't know how to change your oil.
And it is good knowledge to have.
Yeah.
And we're gonna fix a little something on the plow truck that somebody broke
by accident.
By accident, he says. But
I was scraping the snow off the top of the roof of the truck.
Anyhow, just another excuse to spend time with my brother and drink beer.
Exactly.
We
are the Two Drunk Brothers, at least.
That's right. Well, we're trying to be, anyhow.
Yeah.
Normally I don't let it get this low, and I have a service tire problem. I think I need some things, but she's flashing at me, change engine oil soon. It's time. Do a little general maintenance. Kenny's Escape is also telling us it's time. Like I said, general maintenance day.
All right, there. You guys have seen the plow truck a lot. 2009 Chevy, 6-liter. That's Kenny's Ford Escape. I think that's 14. Got a little 4-cylinder. EcoBoost. Goes pretty good, actually. So just got it set up on time lapse there, and gonna start these up. Most important thing is do this immediately after you drive an hour around town and 20 minutes out to your brother's house, so the engine oil is hotter than the surface of the sun. So this will be fun. So for the Escape, Kenny's got to, without having a lift, Kenny's got to come in from the side to come to the center of the truck. SUV, you guys know. Yeah. But say what you were just saying, that it's made for a...
These are made to be on a lift, to lift up or drive over a thing, but you can't. There's in the middle of the frame, there's a hole about that big around. If I can make something that has a post
to put on the top of the jack,
I could go right in that hole and lift straight up, but I try to get the pad right underneath that hole.
So we just need to adapt a pad for the jack for the Escape.
And I'll show you. I'll have you get under here once we get this, and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Gotcha. But he's gonna lift this up. I'm gonna take the other jack, get the Chevy in the sky here. Kenny wasn't joking. He's from the side, but lifts the front right up. He said there's no way can't reach far enough back with the jack to be able to lever, use the handle as the lever. So it kind of pulls the car sideways while he's jacking that up.
I mean, I could probably push it on the jack.
I almost tripped and busted my ass. And then on this guy, I'm just going right to the plow mount and lifting up from there. Because I don't have to go very high to get just safety jacks underneath there to get at the drain plug. All right, Kenny's got the Escape up. Safety. Always use jack stands, folks. Better to be safe than sorry. I got the plow truck. Double jack stands. I'm still leaving the jack underneath the front of it as well. Kenny's got a safety cover that he's got to drop off the front of his.
And I'm actually going to replace this one. I have this is this fibrous material one. I have a hard cover one I'm going to put back up in place of this.
So he's going to do that while he's got that tore apart. I think my plug is a 15 millimeter, but I'm going to take a 14 and a 16.
I can never remember.
And I'm going to be wrong all of them. So mine's going to be a small filter wrench.
So is mine, but mine's in a place I can only use this.
That's an interesting one. I haven't seen one of those before.
Really?
No? So
Yeah.
there's the drain on the 6 liter, and it was a 15. Now I just gotta see if I can break it loose. Okay, that one's loose. And the filter on these 6 liters is right there. And as you can see, they built it right into the housing of the pan. So that's always a fun one to get out. Here comes the messy part. Oh, almost missed. Went right to the edge. Actually, got a little squirted on the floor. Kenny's having some difficulties over there, but we're gonna let this drain. We'll go clean up the plug, let that all drain out. She's nice and black. Well used. You're always
this.
Yep.
Okay, so that's off.
That's his
Dust cover. I don't know.
dust cover that's like fiber material. He's got a new one. Now he's gonna pull his drain plug.
Away.
Kenny's jack's in the way, but his was 15 millimeter drain plug as well.
Yep.
And he was just telling me that he likes to do the filter first,
I
but
figured-
he did the drain
yeah,
first.
I decided to do this one first.
All right. And mine's still draining over here. Got the drain plug all cleaned up. I think that's a magnetic tip. I'm not sure. Looks like it, but there's no metal or anything on here.
And mine didn't have none either.
Kenny's didn't either on the Escape. The Silverado's got like 100 and I don't know. I'll show you guys.
I think I saw 137,000.
137.
I think this has 131,000 on it.
There we
All
go.
right.
6 liters done dripping. So I'm gonna clean that up. Stick the drain plug back in. There's a drip or two coming out, but nothing major. There you go. Just finger tight on those. Don't go any tighter than that. That's a joke. I gotta get a wrench, and I didn't bring it back down with me, of course. For the record, I am tightening it up. Okay, so got that little filter wrench in there, getting ready to take this guy off. It's a hinges, pinches on, and actually this one wasn't that loose, so, or it wasn't that tight. So, there we go. I'm slacking. Kenny's already got his filter off. He's got it oil plug back in, and he's got the surface where the filter
Well, it's dripping a little bit more.
dripping a little bit more, but he'll clean up the surface. And he's got his new filter down there ready to go. His that little thing just goes in a ratchet.
Yep.
And he's gonna put her up there.
Well, I'm
And
gonna get some oil and put in it first, and
a little bit of oil.
Lube the gasket up. You always want to put a little oil on the gasket.
And we were always taught to fill them up just to
Help with.
the oil pressure when it, if you don't fill them up, maybe not so much on these little ones. I know up on our generators that I used to take care of up on mountain tops, they were big oil filters. They took about a gallon of oil, and the engines would time out on a low oil pressure alarm before it got enough oil into the filter to circulate and build up pressure. So
Right.
we always filled the filters
Yep.
full before we put them back on the generator. So I'm sure that little bit in this system, I don't know, proportionally maybe, I don't know if it would throw a oil pressure alarm, but our oil pressure alarms up there would actually shut the generator down. So
Right.
Kenny runs a Mobile One Advanced Synthetic in his.
Yeah, and I also buy Mobile One oil filters for all my vehicles. I get them I can get a 2-pack off of Amazon. They're normally about $17 a piece. You go to the store, I can get 2 of them off of Amazon for about 30 bucks, 25, 30 bucks.
And I run a Quaker State high mileage full synthetic with a Wix filter on the plow truck. Okay, so filter's down. I got the surface all cleaned up and everything. Gonna get the new filter full of oil, get it up there, and we'll be done underneath the truck.
Hardcover, plastic, but you got oil. This should be where the oil filter is, and that should be where the drain filter is, and then you put another one in there, I don't know what for, but for the drain plug. But I have a feeling that's not gonna, it'll squirt on top of the, that's what I'm thinking.
It's its own drain pan, Ken. You just drain it in there and you
Yeah.
take her down the road and
Yeah, wet down the dirt,
there you go.
have dust-free dirt.
New Wix filter is on there. Good idea if you got a paint pen or something, put the mileage right on the filter. I will show you what I do instead of doing that. I keep a log in the glove box. Kenny's having some trouble with his new plastic hardcover. He says it doesn't doesn't line up anywhere.
You line up one bolt hole and none of the other ones line up.
Can you drill new bolt holes?
No, because they have plastic grommets that they have to go into.
Kenny's getting his new hard plastic cover up there. It's not a perfect fit. You got to start one of the bolts right there and then just kind of, he's doing the back ones right there, but just got to kind of wiggle it around. It might not get them all lined up, might have to punch a new hole, who knows. But
That one's stripped, dang it.
it's going to be better than the fiber one that he had here.
Yeah. Let's see. Hopefully.
You got 2 more.
Yeah. I brought an extra one because I thought I needed an extra. Well,
need it.
I don't have this one right here. This is the one that worries me because I think this hole is stripped out.
Well, if it is, we'll just run some tape around the screw and put it up there. Maybe it'll tighten up. Well, there you go.
Well, that's,
I wouldn't tighten it down with the...
because when I was taking it down, it popped it out.
Gotcha. But anyhow, he's got his new plastic cover up.
I should have brought.
Okay, plow truck's off the jack stands. Getting ready to fill it with the oil. I opened up the 5-quart, used a little bit in the filter, and now I'm gonna try to make a mess here. And there it goes, making, oh, wow. That is horrible. Okay, I got 5 quarts in there. There's the empty jug, minus whatever I spilt down there, which was probably a half of a freaking quart. So I'm gonna start this up, let it cycle through, then let it rest a second and check. And then it's probably gonna take the whole next quart. Ken decided, well, he had the front end up, he's gonna take the winter studded tires off.
And change some clear fog lights.
I'll show you that. He's got the headlights, but
Because I gotta go in through gotta take all these screws out, pull the inner fender well back, get my hand to the back of the plug of the light.
so he figured, well, he's got the front up, he's got the summer tires over in the shed. We'll get those out, but he's gonna go ahead and take those 2 off. Well, he's got the front up, and he's gonna change out the light bulbs for those. Well, we're doing general maintenance.
Yep.
So yeah, she was just outside the checkers. So I just went ahead and dumped the whole 6th quart in there. I'm pretty sure that that's what these, or at least the 6 liters
Yeah,
asked
they
for.
are. Of course.
Kenny's just, like he said, pulling all those out of that front inner fender so you can pull it out and get to the back of the light.
Yeah.
Pull the bulb housing out, change out the light bulb. He's not changing out the light housing, just the light bulb.
And of course, I forgot to, I guess I need to turn the wheel so I can get onto that one.
Or get a little wrench real quick.
there where that blue thing is, if you can.
Trying to show you. See that powder blue thing? Right. It's right up in there. It's hard to see. Can you move your light down? There it is. There's the blue. That's the back of the bulb. And he thinks that's the computer. So you really got to have tiny freaking hands to get. This is where he's up inside of there. Just to get to the bulb inside of there.
I think I'm gonna have to be a.
What a pain, Ford. What a pain.
The other side is wide open.
Because that black box isn't there.
Yeah.
He's going elbows deep. Almost elbow deep. And it's not just Ford. My little Honda Civic is the same exact pain in the rear way. And it sounds like he just got it loose.
Now to unplug it. I wonder if I should have unplugged it first.
Sometimes, folks, you just got to reach up into dark spaces and do it all by feel. You can't see sometimes in these vehicles.
Yep. And me and electrical plugs don't get along.
Oh, he got it out. And he's putting LEDs in. Oh, it looks like an LED that was in there, too.
Yeah, I have changed these out. But it's not exactly the same LED as this one is. Plus, negative. Oh, where is that at? Okay.
Well, there ain't much else to show you, folks. We'll show it to you when it's done and operating. Kenny's got the bulb plugged into the wiring harness. He's just going to check it real quick before he starts putting everything back together. I see an amber one.
Oh, I gotta turn the, I gotta turn the power on this thing.
It's not in the housing, but we should be able to see some.
Got headlights?
No. Oh, headlights are on. Oh, there it is. I see it.
She works there.
Yep, there she is. So that one works. Better to test it before you put it all back together.
Yep.
While Kenny's working on his running lights there, I'm going to go ahead and throw 5 quarts of oil in the Escape.
Oh, another one just fell out. All my screws from my thing are falling out.
Are they?
Yep.
We might have to roll some tape or something on them and run them up in there, see if they'll bite. The plow truck is right at the 3rd dot, which is on the front side. 3rd dot. So we're gonna call plow truck nice and full. So Kenny decided when he got it up in there, the O-ring that was on there was too loose. So
Yeah.
they provide extras. So he's going with a thicker blue one to hopefully keep it
From
tighter in the
Tighter.
housing.
jiggling around.
And I will give Ford props on this with that little funnel of Kenny's. I like the way that those quarts just sit there and drain nice. So that's quart 4 going into the Escape. So I keep a log in just a little notebook here in the upper glove box. Last oil change on this was 10/1/2023, so it's been a hot minute. And we were at 137,350, and now we're at, and it still says change engine oil soon because I'm gonna have to reset it, and I'll show you that in a second. But 142,833, so I'm just gonna write that in here with today's date, the oil and filter. So there we go, May 1st, 142,833, Quaker State 5W30, Wix filter, and last oil change was a year and a half ago, but still for a year and a half we only put 5,000 miles on her, little 5,500. Okay, this is for generic with no button controls. Use the odometer stick and step it through to oil life. We had 2% remaining. Hold it there. Just push and hold for like 5 seconds, and that should, there you go, 100% oil life remaining. Little bit different if you have the control buttons, but I think it's still the same. When you step through to the oil life, then you push and hold the button that you use to step through the menu. This is a generic work truck, so I got to use the odometer reset stick. But there we go. Now when I turn it off, turn it back on, gonna get the service tire monitor system, but should get no oil low, which we didn't. So this past winter, or maybe it was even last winter, Kenny was brushing snow off the top of the plow truck, and this was the little OnStar antenna. We're not able to have OnStar in Alaska. I don't know if they changed that policy or not, but it used to be I know they canceled the service for a while. I don't know if it's back, but anyhow, I'm never gonna do OnStar anyhow. So what I'm gonna do is, I just don't want this leaking inside of the cab. I don't know where it is. So I'm just gonna fill the hole with some clear silicone. All right, well, so the cap broke on the silicone tube, so I just went ahead and used it all up and made a cocoon, a silicone cocoon around the whole plastic housing. So hopefully we won't get any water intrusion. Kenny got that one in and it closed back up, and now he's got that one in and working. This side, much more room in there, yeah.
Well, there is the washer bottle's in here, the washer fluid bottle, but the thing is not blocked, which is nice.
But now he's got his fog lamps back. Kenny's escape tires here in his yard barn. Gonna start pulling them out so he can rotate them on, get the winter ones off.
I always go 5 pounds less than what Max says.
45, 46.
Yeah.
Kenny's there's the summer tires that I pulled out of the shed. He's just gonna top them all off. One of them, the first one I pulled out, is definitely flat.
That one's flat.
And then he's gonna get the front on. We'll drop it down and then jack the rear up and then do the 2 rear tires. That's the 5th quart of oil. We'll fire it up and check it and probably take 6 quarts. So while Kenny was working on the headlights, the screws that go up underneath his new black plastic panel, 3 of them fell out, or 2 of them for sure. We thought a 3rd one fell out. So we are using some, there's some duct tape, backyard mechanicing right there. We just got a bigger, it's a square head, 2 different washers. But if it gets up in there and bites, then it works.
It'll hold it up there. Oh, I do. I need another one for this outside one. Oh, this is the one for the outside one.
Yeah, put that in the outside one. The corner piece.
Oh, this sucker shifted. How did that happen?
Don't worry about it.
I am not even lined up on the hole.
Can you see the hole? Just
Like that much. It's not gonna.
stick her in the hole, Kenny. She'll conform.
I don't think she's long enough. That's what she said.
Well, don't.
No.
All good,
that's
Douglas.
the.
I know.
That's this.
I know. But you're just screwing it into plastic. Better?
I hope it stays.
Well, you'll know if it doesn't when you're going down
this
the...
is a loose one right here. Did this one? Oh no, that's. How do I have some? No.
Pull it out and we can wrap it in black tape and stick it up in the hole and just see if it bites better. Let me go get a roll of... Before you do that,
I just want to make sure that one just needed to be tightened up,
Okay.
I think, is this one down here is holding? No, that one is not holding. This is the other one, I think. No, why are they backing out? Hey, mosquito.
All right, got the 2 summer tires on. Now we're gonna pull this up, get the jack stands out, and move to the back, and we're almost wrapped up.
Is that off that stand?
Off the stand, nothing in the way. We also need to check the oil. We just couldn't do it while it was up in the air. Don't want to do it unless it's on semi-level ground to check the oil. So we'll probably do that first before we jack the rear up.
You want to put the oil cap thing on real quick?
So it was just barely shown on the dipstick, so we threw the last cord in there. And Kenny also, he just keeps adding maintenance. I asked him what is there's an STP box over there with an air filter, and he said it's for this. So he's gonna
The air filter.
air filter. Yes, he's gonna check this, see if it needs an air filter. General maintenance, folks, helps make the cars survive. 4 8mm headed screws for the lid, and 2 there. There's one up front, one at the rear, and it is
That's
some
not too bad.
gigantic canister filter.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not bad.
You don't know. I keep track of the mileage. They say about every 15,000 miles. Give her a shake. Let's see if anything comes out of there.
A little bit. I could probably blow it out with the air gun.
Yeah, I mean you can.
But a Fram filter will not fit in this car. Because I used to have one. It's a skosh too long and the lid don't fit back on it.
So what you're saying is,
STP, I haven't got a Ford.
or a Wix? Have you
or
tried a Wix?
I haven't tried a Wix, but I know the STPs do fit this car. And actually,
Interesting.
the FOMO Co.
Ford Motor Company.
Yep.
Anyhow,
I'm gonna blow it out with the air and let it live for a little bit longer.
got that extra quart. We're gonna see how it looks. As soon as we focus, it's focusing.
Looks like she's full.
Oh, she's showing way full now.
Better not be. Here, let's
Stick her back in there. Told you only go with half a quart.
yeah,
Oh
she's
no,
not
she's
even
right at the top of the.
yeah, she's in the middle.
Good to go.
Yeah.
Kenny blew out the filter, got it back in there. We put, got it reattached. We vacuumed out the bottom of that. We also vacuumed out his vent here. There was a bunch of seed pods and dead beetles and whatnot. So general maintenance underneath the hood completed. All right, so summer tires on the back of the Escape. Kenny's put the jack away. Escape is ready for summer.
So we gotta push the button down.
We're resetting Kenny's oil change as well.
Look his head. His expression sad. I can't.
So I gotta push both brake pedal and accelerator pedal at the same time.
Maybe too much.
Service oil resetting program.
Oh, there it is. Oh, sorry for the glare, guys. Oh, there.
And it says 25 seconds after that, it should reset. Complete. Reset complete. So it should be done.
Oh,
So now, you release.
and then you can go to oil
Does yours give you an oil life monitor? Like the
No,
Chevy? Like
no.
100%?
No, it does not. It just comes on when it's due.
By the way, the plow truck was down to 2%. So she was pretty...
Okay, so if I hit that again, the message should not come back up, which it does not. So no messages. So it's reset.
All right.
Cool. So I'm going to
So,
rate
message reset. Write your mileage down.
131, 238.
All right, everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Cheers,
Cheers,
brother.
brother.
Mosquito just got me in the air.
I saw that. I saw him on the corner of my eye.
May 1st, and we're already,
Yep.
the vicious savages are already after us up here.
Our state bird.
Our state bird. Because, well, you know, they're the size of a small swallow.
Yeah.
So they get pretty large. But just a general maintenance day, guys. I know it's boring content, but it has to be done. And
Yep.
especially if we like the longevity of our vehicles. So
Yep. And we like to have a little content for our viewers.
yeah, well, and it's
We
boring
know it's
content, but we'll throw it together. And hey, if you guys like it, you know,
Hit
give
the
us
like.
a thumbs up,
comment,
subscribe,
subscribe.
and if
Yeah.
you don't like it, thumbs it
Thumbs
up, comment,
Yeah. Tell us you don't
subscribe.
like it. But
Yeah, we
don't care.
Yeah, we don't care at all. But anyhow, like we said, just a day of sitting around turning wrenches with my brother,
Drinking beer while we're doing it.
drinking
We're
beer.
actually drinking in the video.
Yeah. We've had a few. It's good. It's a good day.
Yeah.
But thanks for watching, everybody.
Yep.
We appreciate it.
Ken,
Ray,
Two
Drunk
Drunk Brothers
Garage.
Garage.
Cheers,
Cheers,
everybody.
everybody. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, Kenny.